For less than $200, I'd say this is the way to go. What do you think?
I love it. It's great. It's the best white I've ever seen on a car.
Thank you, Pops. All right, we got a bunch of stuff to paint the Civic. Tarps. We got primer, clear coat. We're using the big old cans of Rust-Oleum enamel paint. And see how this comes out. Everyone told me not to do it, so obviously I'm doing it. Tyler was nice enough to bring his tent. It's a 10 by 17. Hopefully it's big enough to fit the Civic, but saw the paint we got now it's laid out. Probably way more than I'm gonna need, but keep a receipt. I'd rather not make extra runs and just return it all at the end. But yeah, so we're gonna be setting up this tent for the next 2 hours. So before prepping the whole car, now that I got the parts off that I want to paint other colors, began sanding with a 80 grit to start off. Let's see, just kind of rough up the surface a bit. It'll start to give me a gauge on where I need to fix, where I need to kind of go through. And then from there, I'm going to start fixing bodywork, do a finer sanding, and then start to get ready to prime. That's what it looks like after sanding. Came out pretty good. There's a few spots like here that I'm gonna wire down, see what's going on in there. Down here, it looks like they tried to use filler, so all this under here is rusted. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. It's not looking too good, but hopefully I come up with something. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I'll try to fix it. Did this design on the hood with just bright green spray paint and didn't even really kind of sand, didn't use primer, nothing. And it gave it this cool little like camo type of look. So what I'm gonna do is tape off each square and then paint this whole hood on the inside either white or black. I still have to decide, but yeah, so when you pop the hood, it'll be a solid color, and then it'll have designs inside all the triangles. It's the end of the night, so I'm gonna start packing up, but basically the end of day 2. Here's where I am. Painted this gloss black, taped off what I showed you, and tomorrow I'm gonna do one more coat, take the tape off, and hopefully it should be a cool design for when I pop the hood. The whole car is sanded down to 80 grit, and I started putting Bondo on spots that needed. That was the giant hole. That's what we have to work with now. We're going right to it tomorrow. I think I'm gonna sand down next with 180, and yeah. After peeling off all the tape, this is how it came out, and considering I didn't do a single thing of prep work except for mask after spraying the green, this came out way too good. Like, this is insane. While I'm waiting for the Bondo to dry on the car itself, I'm gonna start working on the trunk. I used Bondo on the holes in the trunk since I said I'm getting rid of the wing. Did 80 once more all around, and now I just put a pad of 180 on to smooth everything out, and then I'm gonna do 320 and then prime this, and I'll probably let it dry overnight. So I sanded in the order of 80, 180 to 320. Now it's nice and glassy smooth. Trunk lid bumper. I'm about to clear everything out of the inside of the garage and get to painting the first coat of primer. We're finally ready to spray these panels. Trunk lid, bumper. We got the Rattle Turbo Primer. I haven't tried it yet, but I had it in a bucket of warm water, so we'll see how it comes out. Shake it up nice and good. The next day, and bumper and trunk lid are all dry. I started sanding down with 400 for anywhere that was sticking up, so that spot looks messy now, but when we put paint over it should look a lot better. And then there's a lot of rough spots right here that I'm just hitting with the 400. I really should be using a sanding block, but for something like the bumper where it's all curved and everything, it's kind of hard. But yeah, just look for bumpy spots like here. Hit it with some 400. And I also should be wet sanding, but I don't have forever. And yeah, nice and smooth. And I'm gonna hit it with a rag, a little bit of alcohol spray, and then put the first coats of base on it. The first coat of base. We got white enamel primer. White enamel paint. It's Rattle Gloss Turbo Tan. Let's go at it. This is what we ended up with after 4 coats of the gloss white. Looks pretty good. Some imperfections that I could have prepped a little better, but at the end of the day, it's an $800 car, and I am pretty happy with this for a rattle can job. Keyhole under there. This could have been a little better, but whatever. I'll put a bumper sticker right there. Yeah, came out pretty good. So I'm gonna wait for these to dry a little bit more, get them out of the paint booth, and then move the car in so I could start getting that ready for primer. So the car's all masked. We're sanded down to 320, and it is time to, glad I walked over here, gotta take that grill off. It's time to start spraying some primer on the body itself. I'll probably do 1-2 coats maybe of primer, and just kind of see how it looks from there, because I'm going to sand it down a little bit, and then 4 coats of base coat. So yeah, this is how the car looks after the first coat of primer. I did a pretty light coat, so you're going to see some dark spots. Tried to get under the mirror, clearly missed a little bit. So it's a lot of car to paint, you know. It's the next day. Just wipe down the car with some alcohol, so you're gonna see streaks, but I'm about to sand it down with some 400, and then probably wipe it down one more time and get ready for some base. So after 4 coats of base and 2 coats of clear, that's what we ended up with. It's not bad. I mean, for a rattle can job, doesn't really get much better than that. So I still need to attach the front bumper on, but this is what we ended up with. Some rough spots for sure. but all in all, came out pretty good. I'll get back to you guys when everything's put back together. So after everything, I restored the headlights and fog lights. Hood looks good, and my car is white. I used the Rust-Oleum turbo cans, and this thing honestly came out great. Obviously, there's some rough spots, but for less than $200, I'd say this is the way to go. What do you think?
I love it. It's great. It's the best white I've ever seen on a car.
Thank you, Pops. Yeah, looks good. And then the parts I did Bondo, they didn't come out great, but it's all a learning experience, and I hope you guys learned something too. So don't forget to drop a follow or subscribe or whatever it's called, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you want to see next.